Blessings, beloveds. Let's breathe into our heart. Open our sacred crystal heart, feeling God's love within us, God's truth within us, God's divine power. As we anchor into center, feeling our inner crystal's light, our sharp focus and alert and divine free will. As we ask only for this in the highest divine order for each and every one of us to come in and come through. We open a shadow vortex transit exit for all dead, negative, misqualified energies to transit exit through. And we claim this space as sacred in God's infinite love, truth, and power, fully consecrated to the eternal, living light code of God. So, beloveds, I just wanted to come out here very shortly and kind of open up the space for year 2 in the self-mastery template. As I shared before, I could never, ever, ever expect or even think about what this year would mean to us. And again, I want to say it doesn't matter when you entered. Even if it's just like last week you entered, you have been preparing yourself in the perfect way to be able to come in. What we are creating here, what we are remembering, what we are awakening and activating here together is something so big that I don't think we can understand the multitude of it. Because I feel that together, so much because of you guys, we are clearing the old distorted teacher template, leadership template, the separation, the perfection, all that falseness that I think has been blocking many of you to show up in your gifts, in your longing to serve. I think a lot of that false programs, identities, black magic has also caused many of us the sense of struggle in making our mission, struggle to show up. You know, guys, the trust you have in me is reflected from the place that you start to trust yourself. Because if we don't trust ourselves, we can't trust anyone else. I think it's so beautiful that we here together, that you guys, that we here together have moved into that space that we talked so much about, that sounds so perfect, but it's sometimes hard to embody, to compassionate witness where we have been misled, distorted, and so on and so on. Allow that, accept that without judging, forgiving ourselves, forgiving the controllers and all the darkness, clearing the separation and moving into self-responsibility. And by the end of the day, what can we do except putting loving boundaries, observing what is happening, and then take self-ownership in all that is. And I mean, all the sharings you guys have stepped forward in, my sharings, your questions have unlocked what couldn't be unlocked without us coming together. And even for me, guys, I was pretty depleted when we started, maybe not depleted, but I was bored. I had still a lot of programs running in my field that was not mine. And I really needed to know that when you guys entered, you didn't enter for me or enter for me being your savior. So as we've been clearing all of this and you've been trusting and showing up even in my flaws when I show like, oh my God, this is not true for me anymore. This is not true for me anymore. And you've been doing the same and we've been holding space for each other. And some people have been leaving the field and some have been coming back. However, that has been, we have been many stabilizing here, just anchoring and trusting, observing, clearing everything that has been showing up. But now the time has come for us for next phase, okay? And next phase is really all about anchoring in the God sovereign free. Because what is God sovereign free? It's an architecture. It's an advanced instruction set that awakens the remembrance that you are free. You are God and you're sovereign. When we start to remember that, I mean, into the deepest part of our core, that's when we can start to remove ourselves from all the black magic, right? And I think all of us have been there where we've been angry and we can be like, I'm God, I'm sovereign, I'm free, shoof, shoof, shoof. And now we're like, wait a minute. Oh, that's anger, that's resentment, that's struggle, that's separation, right? And then it's like, okay, I see you, but I'm not gonna move into separation, okay? So that can only happen when you feel safe. And the safety we created here is something so extraordinarily, because coming back to the thread I lost, I was really, really didn't want any one of you to be here because of me. The longing was for you to be here because of you and because of us. So I was very hesitant to come out here on videos and create this like dynamic of like, I need Maria, I need her, right? And somehow that's cleared. And I think also a fear inside of me is cleared, or not maybe a fear, more of like a deeper trust in myself and our group dynamic and our group mission, and how important it is for us to connect, and how much I love to connect live. There's something special happening there. It might not be every single month during 12 months, but most of the months I will be coming here live and we will do a lot of powerful work and have fun and enjoy to be together, because it's like so amazing to come together. Okay, let me talk a little bit about the natural laws. Okay, I have a little bit of science here about what is coming up in September. So I also want to leave the structure of having a certain way of presenting the teachings, because that's also like just contract. So I'm opening up for more flow each month, and there will be different ways of presenting stuff. But the guidance is to present the prayer for the love mentalism already the 1st of September. Then the first weekend of September, I will be uploading Why Build Your 12D Shield, the 12D Shield Activation, and the 12D Light Shield Steps. Okay? And I will be talking more about that. I will also actually try to record a video, because I have so much to share with you guys, because I've been doing this now for 2 months. I've been building my 12D shield for an extended time and period every day, and I got to understand more of how powerful it is, how important it is, and how we will be moving even more into managing to have our own morning practices eventually. And in between, you might do my morning practices, but the level of focus, the level of higher sensory perception that will come by you sitting and doing your own morning practice is something off the chart. And of course, a part of next step of true liberation and self-empowerment instead of having me always guiding you guys, right? That can be as an inspiration as you're going to get the 12D building technique recorded as an inspiration, but then the guidance is for you to move into it in your own complete unique way. The week after, we will talk about the natural laws and the law of mentalism, the teaching and an activation around the law of mentalism. And the week after, it's time for our Zoom live. The excitement about actually starting to studying the natural laws with you guys and what crazy portals that will open up is just next level excitement, because each law corresponds to each strand in our DNA and each sphere in our 12-dimensional light body. And doing this together feels like something completely new from this consciousness level we have reached now, where we understand that we don't understand anything really. No, but kind of, right? Like 1 year ago, we thought we knew everything about the false light, but for each month, we'll be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So that's really something incredible. Of course, every month we will not only study the natural laws, because there's so much more that I have to share with you guys. So there will be one natural law to study, embody, working with our shield technique, but then you will also be given something else because we have so much more to study. We have the 12D tree of life. We have so much more to go in and remember and study. The clearings will come and go. The library is there with a foundations of clearings when you are going through another layer of the dark night of the soul, because as we're moving through the 12 dimensions in our light body, you know you will be reaching new levels. That's when you will feel called to go back to a lot of the first 12 months teachings and clearings that have been coming through. It's not really done. We need to revisit it every now and then. So, with an open heart, let's open up for the second year. Allow the flow and whatever wants to come through for the highest, for our group field, for the highest for each and every one of us, so we can serve in the eternal living light, so we can be here and do what we came here to be, by celebrating, by feeling God and Christ consciousness, unity consciousness, and the natural laws within us, becoming and remembering the grid worker, the guardian that we all came here to be. Okay, let's take some deep breaths as the opening of the year 2 is completed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so be it, so be it. It is done. Blessings. Shia ta 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 tia ranakuya.